Hey guys, Michael J. Solar here with another episode of Stuck in a Truck. I'm really excited to have, once again, everybody watching, liking, sharing. It truly means the world to me that you guys continue to do that. And I ask that you continue to do that, obviously. Get more likes on this page and get more information. In case you did not know, and you only follow me here at the official MJ Solar, you can also follow us at BLK9MD, BLK9 Raleigh, and BLK9DOU, that's Dog Owner University. So every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. I go live to give free dog training tips and go over different questions or concerns people may have. So it's a good way of getting essentially free dog training information live where you can interact with me on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. on the other pages. So BLK9DOU on Facebook. So to kick this day off, it's really going to be one of those things about, like anything, every episode comes up with stuff that's going on in my life and making sure that we're journalizing and going through those things. And I highly recommend to anybody that watches these that you get a journal to really keep track of your mind. I have a few different journals. So I have one for my ideas. I have ones for Stuck in the Truck. I have ones for dog training. I have ones for different projects. When it comes to that kind of stuff, I highly recommend, like when you're just getting started, just do one. And maybe buy like little tabs to keep your thoughts together. Journaling is definitely a really good way of getting yourself to become more productive and holding yourself accountable for the production that you're looking to do. All right. And I mean, I'm all kidding aside, man. You got to be able to think this way because it's what gets you to the next level. And that's what's going to go into a couple of things today that we want to go over. One of which is, asking you a few questions about, your personal life and things. And it's really where it comes down to is, I always ask these little simple questions when people come to me a lot. And I want to let you guys know that I am doing business consulting and mentoring as well. So if you're interested in that, please throw a comment or message me in that, because I only take on a few people a year. As you guys know, I do a bunch of other things. So when it comes to this, I only take on a few people. So we do have a couple of opens right now. So if you're looking for a mentor and if you're looking for a business consultant to take your business to the next level or find your deficiencies in your company to figure out how to plug those holes, I'll be happy to help you out with that. So all you got to do is message me. But I want to go ahead and I want to start off with this question is this. Are you happy with what you do, how you do it, and where you believe you are going? If you are not happy, why? Why are you not happy? What is causing this? Is it that you feel that your job is at a dead end? You are no longer moving forward? Is it you just feel like your life is stuck? You don't have enough financial freedom? You wish you made more money, or any of those things, right? So those things could create a major level of unhappiness. I mean, when it comes into it, statistically, financial issues create more difficulties for people than anything else. How much effort have you put into clearing that up? How much effort did you put into figuring out your finances or figuring out what it costs to do what you want to do? Well, that's what you can utilize me for, right? So that way those things. But more importantly, that's what the journal is for. Write down your bills. Find out what your bills are. If you make $1,000, you can spend $800. Wait, what? I can only spend $800 if I made $1,000? Yeah, because that $200 should be going to what you call a peace of mind. By putting that peace of mind money away, it'll create a level of happiness that'll allow you to go on those cruises, it'll allow you to go on those vacations. It gives you a breath of fresh air when shit happens, like this COVID-19 shutdown or any of these things, right? But how many times have we really learned to take a few dollars and put it away? You should take about 20% of your income and be putting that away into a reserve. Now, there's two different things. There's a reserve and then there's a peace of mind. So out of that 20%, 5% of it, right, should be going to the peace of mind. 15% should be going to your reserve. Now you got that first step done. What is the difference? Great question is this. A peace of mind allows you to breathe when things go wrong. It allows you to know that there's still money there. Like, you're not desperate. You're not figuring out what you have to do. You don't need to go out and sell your soul and things like that. That's what the peace of mind money is for. Is to put a little money away to let you know that you're safe and secure when you're doing those things. The other, your reserve, right? That money is for anything else that goes wrong. The other big thing that you have to think about is, and this is a funny thing I've always heard, is they have the emergency fund for the what if factor. Okay, here is the top secret I'm going to give to you. There is no such thing as a what if. Nothing. It is what is or what is not. There is no what if. If you own a car, your tires are going to need to be replaced. Your windshield wipers will need to be replaced. Your motor will fucking break. Things will go wrong. Just because you bought a brand new car off the dealership lot does not mean this car will not break, fail, rub down, nothing. So, when you buy a car, you create the what is reserve. The what is, I need 4 tires to replace the 4 tires that are on there. I need windshield wipers to replace it. I'm going to need oil changes, transmission fluid changes. There will be things that you will need to prep for. Prep for them. So that way when the shit happens, you get it fixed. You get the brand new top of the line stuff. You don't have to stress out going, oh no, I need to swipe my credit card and go in leaps and bounds of debt so I can get my car to work. No, you should have been knowing these things. You shouldn't have been going on that vacation until you had that. And when you have that, then you build up your vacation fund and you go on vacation. But you don't do that ahead of time. And that's the sort of the key that you got to really think about is these things, is that I always hear these excuses when it comes down to it, especially from business owners that love to tell me, well, if this didn't happen, if this didn't break, I'd be more money. There'd be more money in the fund. Give me a break. That is the biggest load I've ever heard in my life. Biggest load. Listen, business, COVID-19, everything like that, you should have been preparing for it. Absolutely preparing for it. You are not an entrepreneur, a business owner, or anything of the sort until you have a full-fledged reserve. You're prepping. You understand the finances. You understand your points of everything that has to happen. So those are the big things that we look at just with that one question, looking at your finances. So again, if you guys are struggling with this stuff, I'll be happy to help you. It's not hard. It's very easy. It's literally taking a moment of your time and getting yourself a journal, putting these things in there, and you'll be shocked on how quickly your life turns around for a positive. So again, if you're not happy with something, you need to figure out the why you're not happy so you can figure out the process to achieve the goals to making yourself happy. The next big question I'm going to ask for everybody here is, what goals are you not making your progress in? Okay, so again, if you are working and I don't know who's watching right now. If you have a goal and you want to talk about it, this is a good time to bring it up. So you can throw comments. I can see it on the screen if you throw comments in there. But if you're working towards anything, and in this case, we went over the financial. So if you're looking for financial freedom, the first thing you need to do is understand there's no what ifs, right? So then you plan for the what is, and then once that money is all there, you don't have to worry about the what if anymore. And that's what's great about it, because that's what gives you that financial freedom to do what you want. The next big thing that we look at when it comes into progress of goals is, what are you allowing to be a distraction in your everyday life? Now, I'll tell you a story about myself to let you know that I too, as way I work, I too get distracted very easily. So this past week, the past few months, I've been working my ass off to get Blue Line Canine Dog Owner University up and running. So Dog Owner University is an online dog training program. I have Coaching Unleashed through it, where you can hire me through Zoom calls and internet, where we can work on individual problems so we don't have to do in-home lessons. I show you videos, all this cool stuff, man. I've been really busting my butt trying to get this thing done. Well, one of which is one of the big things that I've been working on was the puppy program and putting videos together, PowerPoints, and really, I mean, I'm seriously, if you don't believe me, you can text my wife. She'll tell you I've been busting my ass. You can ask my staff. I've been stressed out beyond belief, trying to get, hell, my beard fell off from it. No, I'm kidding. I shaved it off. So, it's been a crucial thing, right? So the other day, I had set myself a goal that I wanted to have 100% launch by July 1st. Well, things occurred, and I allowed myself to get distracted, and I didn't reach my goal. And I felt really horrible about it. And instead of just focusing in and doing it, I decided to go outside and cut up wood. I don't know. I got a bum shoulder, bad knee, bad back, bad everything. But yeah, I'm going to go cut wood. On a hot day in July when there's no need for wood cutting whatsoever, I, Michael J. Solar, decided that the most important thing for me to do when I had writer's block was to, I wouldn't even say writer's block. I was just sad that I didn't meet my goal, and I was mad that I wasn't making the progress I wanted. So I said, screw it, and I went outside and I started cutting up wood. So then my back started being hurt even more. My arm was sore because I was working with muscles I typically don't work. I'm a fat guy. I don't do this kind of stuff. And yeah, so it took me 2 or 3 days to recoup from that. That was not smart. But how many of you have done the same thing? How many of you, instead of focusing on the goal, sat there and did the same damn thing, came up with some dumb excuse to not focus in on the goal that you really wanted to work on? I almost guarantee all of you did it. Stop it. Focus on the goal. Even myself, I had to give myself a pep talk. Man, what are you doing? You got to get out there and work on the real goals and get the real things working, because once it's done, you could get better at it. You can even achieve higher levels of those things. The wood cutting, there's people that are really good at wood cutting, and I'm not it. And I could have let those people do it, and I could have gone and focused in on the thing that I needed to focus on, which is bringing education and more training tips to people out there. And those are the kind of things that we have to look at when we're really breaking it down. So again, looking at the progress. Are you not making the progress you want? If not, why? Are you giving yourself excuses? If you are, you need to get that journal. You need to sit down and do those things. Now, the next big thing I like to talk about, now I mentioned earlier how I do the coaching and how I'm looking for a couple of new people this year to fill in those spots. Like I said, I do a few people a year when it comes to business consulting and personal mentoring. So if you're interested, this is it. But this is one of the key things that most people don't realize. I talk about it because it came up this week a couple of times this week to me, was what got me to where I am? How did I get my achievements? How do I get my focus? Well, I figured this really simple thing out was this. I hired a coach. I hired mentors to help me get where I need to go. Help me focus in, because the things that we don't see is ourselves. We never typically see what we're doing wrong. So having that other person who's bipartisan, not my friend, not my family, not my wife, not my coworkers, nothing of those people. Those are people that you don't want to use as your coach, because they're emotionally tied to you, they're involved with you, and they're not going to give you they're going to give you advice, and typically advice that is connected to the totality of it. They're not able to guide you through the ups and the downs that you are facing yourself, because they're emotionally connected to you. They have some involvement with you. So you need to have that outside mentor sometimes that can separate that. Now, the people around you typically will give you the best advice. They have those things. But if you're trying to build a company, you're trying to, run a marathon, you need to go find the people that have done it so that they could give you the tips and tricks to get there. Okay, so if you are in business and you're sitting there saying, hey, my business is here and I would love to have this lifestyle, well, find the person that has the lifestyle you're looking for and ask them for advice. Don't ask the friend and family that does not have that lifestyle to give you advice. That typically is going to set you off for failure. But I guarantee you, literally guarantee all of you, that you've done it. You've gone and asked people for advice that do not do what you want to do. So they tell you what not to do. They tell you where you're going to be wrong. They tell you where you're going to fail. They tell you everything negative about it. And because they have no idea. They have no idea of the roadblocks. They have no idea what it takes to get there. They have no idea what things you need to do, what steps it is. So they typically give you the worst advice in the world. So you went over these things. We went over a couple of questions. What should we do differently? Now you know. You need to set up a plan. You need to journalize it. You need to have the progression. And the last thing I want to set with this is this. When you are building yourself, stop worrying about the today and worry about where you want to be. When you know where you're going and you've established the goal of your outcome, then you can develop the process. When you develop the process, you will know where your first step is. So one of the biggest mistakes that you, and everybody else makes is that we're so stressed out of what's going on today that we become depressed, we become upset. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikToks, we're on everything else except living our lives for today. And I can tell you this, there is nothing more pleasurable than slowly taking step by step in the process to achieve the ultimate goal that you set forth. Each day I wake up, it is an honor to get on here and do these videos with you. It is an honor to read your comments. I look forward to them every week. I can't tell you how awesome it is to see people achieving goals, to seeing those things going out there. Hence why I'm even telling you now that I have openings for coaching and mentoring, because I want to take a couple more people to their next level to help them achieve that new guide of where they're looking for. Don't let COVID-19 slow you down. Don't let the political BS slow you down. Get off these Facebook, Instagram, TikTok mindsets of bullshit. The politics don't matter. The shit don't matter. Life is good. Get out there, enjoy your family, enjoy your dog, but more importantly, enjoy the life that you are designing. All right? And make sure you know what that is. Focus on the ultimate goal. And make sure work equals into it, and it's not a depressional point. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like and share my official MJ Solar page. I would really love to see this go up there and get more and more people following it. I hope I can help more and more people guide and achieve those goals that they're looking for. So everybody, I wish you the best of success. And if you want any help, questions, concerns, please feel free to throw me an instant message or a comment below and I'll reach out to you. It's not a problem. All right. I'll see you all next week. Or if you're looking for more dog training information, be sure to follow me on my new page of BLK9DOU, which is Blue Line Canines Dog Owner University, for Tuesday night dog talk and get free dog training tips. All right. We'll see you guys later.